Okay, so earlier today, Toke Makinwa paid the housemates a visit. Tomorrow, it just might be Ebuka himself. Yes. And then, the next tomorrow after Ebuka's turn, Biggie himself might have to come down from wherever he is, come visit the housemates himself and then ginger them to give us action, to entertain us. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, don't get me wrong. Toke Makinwa was a pleasant surprise to see in Big Brother's house today. And so seeing her in the house totally reminded me of how it was done during Big Brother Exam Season 4 that happened earlier this year. During that set, the house was kind of boring, at about this time. And then they had to bring in Kosi Twala, the winner of Big Brother Titans, to come ginger the housemates. And she did a fantastic job at it. She did a fantastic job. She broke bread with the housemates. The housemates had cooked, they had cooked, they had cleaned, and they had prepared a buffet, right? And it was a beautiful time out with, a living and breathing winner of the show, like an ex-winner of the show, yeah. So seeing Toke Makinwa in the house today completely reminded me of that beautiful day during that season, even though in my personal opinion, that season was the worst season of them all. There's also the part where she was just a breath of fresh air in that boring space. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, the house has been boring. Talking about the parrots spill from last night, we were expecting the house to be burning by now, but these housemates are still doing kumbaya. And so, out of the blues, after their dance competition they had this morning, which was quite entertaining, yes, Toke Makinwa popped in through those doors and the housemates were quite excited. But then, I don't know how many of you noticed that some of the guys were acting all high and mighty. They were acting all proud, like they can't express excitement at seeing Toke Makinwa. The way their countenance looked, like the way their countenance was, it seemed like, see finish, don't enter. Like there's too much familiarity there. I mean, what is wrong with these housemates? Even though you know Toke Makinwa from outside, can you people just at least try and pretend that you can be excited for something like that? You've not seen a stranger in over 6 weeks. No, over 7 weeks actually. I mean, including the lockdown week. You've not seen a stranger outside yourselves. And so finally, on this lovely Tuesday afternoon, you see a stranger who is not really a stranger, and you can't even show some excitement. It was most of the females that were actually very excited and they were actually showing it. But some of the guys, they were like, see, at this point here, Big Brother, please, no more nominations. Just put all of these people up for eviction. Just put them up so that, see, for this remaining 4 weeks, just be evicting 3-3, 4-4, evict, evict, evict. And we don't even want top 6. We just want top 5 because I'm tired. At this point, it's now looking like a hopeless situation. We know why Toke Makinwa visited these housemates today. Yes, it was very obvious. And she did not conceal it. Yes. So she was having, little talks with them. But with every word that comes out of Toke's mouth, she was subtly and outrightly telling these housemates that they need to do more. Although she lies to them that they're actually doing great, that they are giving us a show, that was a blatant lie. And we know why she had to lie to them, so as not to completely discourage them, right? So she had to lie to them, yeah, because to be very honest with you, that was a big lie. Yes. When Toke Makinwa was saying all of this, I'm like, Toke. Anyway, sis, I understand. So in the midst of her talks with them, she kept on reminding them that this is a competition. And at the end of the season, only one person will walk away with that money. They all have the platform. They're all sharing the platform. But they should be reminded that as much as they have this kumbaya vibes going on in the house, as much as they are friends, as much as the air is reeking of friendship, they need to remember that at the end of the day, it is not all of them that will win that money. It is one person. Toke Makinwa was reminding these people. She was saying it in every subtle and direct way that she could. And it looks like we're actually getting the message, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like they were. But you could tell that the Nne twins especially, they were not agreeing with what Toke Makinwa was saying. Because those ones are kind of about, we're mature. We are mature. And it was so annoying when Onyeka was saying something like, oh, we are very real. We are very real. I said, Onyeka, if you say you people are real one more time, like if you just say it just one more time. My God, I think I'm going to lose my mind. Every damn time, Onyeka is always talking about how real they are. And I'm like, girl, you people are not real. You people are not real. You people are holding back a lot. You are holding back. You do not want to get out of character. So you're holding back a lot. You're not real. You really forget your emotions and let yourself experience the show. Because as far as I'm concerned, a lot of these housemates, they are just existing in that house. They're not really experiencing the show. It was so hilarious when Toke Makinwa was advising these housemates to give us a show. And Onyeka was talking about, we don't fight because our vibe is real. We are very real with our emotions. Guys, you see, that was the part where I just got tired of Onyeka. I'm like, girl. It was also at that point, it dawned on me that most of these housemates do not really understand the meaning of entertainment. They don't really understand what it means or what it takes to give a show on a platform like Brother Naija. They don't understand. They think giving a show is all about bickering, all about fighting, all about the bass-boos. Because we're talking about, people that used to give fightings like Ruti, Chinwe, they are gone. I'm like, are these people serious at all? Do you know that there are so many ways you can actually give entertainment? Toke Makinwa even went to the extent of giving them suggestions. That people can prank each other. People can do this. People can that. Say, you don't reach like that. Like, has it really gotten to that point? Where Toke Makinwa now has to be giving these adults, these agbayas, these grown people that came to come and compete for 100 million naira and a car and other things. It has gotten to the point where Toke Makinwa has to now be suggesting ways that they can actually give us entertainment. And you know, another part that was quite a turn off for me was how most of these housemates allowed Wani to be their spokesperson. I mean, I couldn't even blame her. But she was the one doing most of the talking. And you could also tell that at some point, it seemed like Toke Makinwa was trying to force them to talk. Not like she was. She wasn't. But it was the way they were just mute. And they were just looking at her like, I don't want to say like they were looking at the statue. So most of the time, one was the one talking. When Toke Makinwa would ask a question, most of the time, one is the one responding, you know. And then sometimes, Toke would now have to point at people to talk before they now talk. I'm like, Hebamio. What kind of people are these ones? What is it? As I said at the start of this video, maybe Big Brother has to come down by himself. Yup. Or maybe they need to evict at least half the house this week, and then let's have the remaining ones fight for their lives. If the remaining ones do not fight for their lives, then we'll know that indeed there was a core problem with the selection this season, because I don't understand. And here was the part that really pissed me off. The moment Toke Makinwa left, one would think that these housemates would, begin to strategize on how to entertain us. Now, some of them were actually doing that. The likes of Kelly Ray, Nelly, they were having conversations about it in the kitchen. But others were still talking about, we're mature. What did they expect us to do? How else do they want them to entertain us? Be us to entertain them? Guys, listen. See, at that point here, I just turned away from my TV because I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna listen to this bullshit. Like, are these people for real? I'm not gonna listen to this bullshit. But away from the lackadaisical attitude of biggest guests, there were one or two things I noticed when Toke was inside the house. It seemed as though she was actually making passes at Sean. Now, I don't think it's actually real, but maybe just to spice things up, maybe just for fun, right? And she had said to Wani that this Sean, we're going to share him. And Wani was like, oh, no problem, that kind of thing. And I kind of understood what she was trying to do there. Just spice things up. Just create conversations, you know, burn the timeline, set the timeline on fire. And it kind of worked because people were talking about it. And guys, here, I was deeply ashamed of these housemates because at that point I was thinking, so you people need an outsider. Someone that is not one of you inside the house. You need an outsider to come and spark things up, spark up conversations from inside the house. You know what, yeah? I rest my case. I don't think I'm going to be complaining anymore about how boring these housemates are. Whatever it is, let it be. The ball is now in Big Brother's hands. It is now left to Big Brother to decide what to do with these boring bunch. Yeah. And I also leave my comment section to all of you. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. So please go ahead and share. And I'll see you all on another video soon. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day. Bye.